Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello. Welcome back. I'm Ashley here at Eternal Heart Goddess, and this is going to be your angelic intuitive guidance for the month of August. Full of truth, love, and light, of course. All of my readings are timeless. So please do trust if you are here, you're here for a reason and a purpose. Also, personal readings and donation info will be in the description below. So thank you for supporting this space. Let's go ahead and get into your message. As you can see, I have set up your August monthly messages with the elements, okay? So this is going to be for fire, earth, water, air. You're going to select the pile that holds your sun, okay? So if you're a fire sign, you're going to select the first pile, and so on and so forth. For those of you that are also aware of your moon and rising sign, you can select that as well. There may be more messages in that pile for you in addition to your sun sign. Okay, so you're selecting your sun sign. And if you're interested, you can also listen again for your moon as well as your rising. Okay, for those of you that know that. Also, if you're not aware of that, I will be putting a link in the description box of a website that you can visit in order to put your birth time location in order to find those things out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into your message then. Okay, so please pause the video, select the pile or piles that you are drawn to at this time, and let's figure out what's going on in August, people. Alrighty. So fire signs, you're up first. Fire is going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So we're first delving into your monthly affirmations. Let's see what comes out for my fire signs. Fire signs, angel, spirit guides. What's coming in the month of August for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Angels say that your affirmation this month is, I am a magnet for miracles, money, and good vibes, fire signs, okay? So you're very magnetic this month. Let me push this up some here, okay? So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, you're magnetic for money, miracles, and good vibes this month, the angels say. So you could be attracting a lot of things to you. I know that, of course, August has Leo season coming in. So you could be receiving things, okay? Things happening in your favor in the month of August for my fire signs. Just things happening, things that are going right for you, okay? Angels say also for my fire signs, you've got this and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? So, it's kind of like tune out negative feedback from others. This is your month to shine, to receive, to enjoy, okay, in this month, all right? On the bottom of the deck, you have, I don't play small. Life's too short for that, okay? So this is definitely giving fire sign energy this month, okay? For my fire signs who's attracting things towards them, your opinion of yourself is going to be the highest opinion above others this month as well. So also with your overall energy for the month as well, I'm pulling that card as well, is 7 of water, 7 of cups for you this month, okay? Choices, options, okay? With the 444, your options and blessings being protected as well. You could start looking at things that you want to accomplish. Maybe there's some things that you've procrastinated on for some time. This would be the month, okay, with the overall energy to pick those things up. You might be able to get a lot more done, okay? Things that you've kind of put on the back burner is here, okay? It's time to open the door on those things. You could have choices coming in where you have to select something, but also don't spend so much time over analyzing things to the point where you don't actually do anything, because the energy says that you're attracting good things towards you, okay? Don't let anybody I'm getting like anyone else's feedback deter you from going after certain things as well, fire signs. Okay, this could show up for you, each one of you differently as well. Give me 1 second. We had a card fly out. What's going on? Yeah, because it says that you're the release, like the rising of the phoenix here, as your overall energy. Endings, transformation, and freedom, okay, is yours this month, is the overall energy. You could be, for some of you fire signs, transforming again through something that you have procrastinated concerning. There could be endings, that which means that there's a new beginning. There could be something that you're rising from that didn't work out previously for some of you. But it's letting me know with the release here and options coming in, and you being a magnet this month, fire signs, for money, miracles, and good vibes, that there's an ending to maybe some stagnation as well that has been prevalent in your life, maybe in prior months. So this could be the month where you start to see results, a shift change, okay? Very much so like 5 energy as well, okay? Decisions being made. That are, again, things starting to happen in your favor, okay? Kind of a blanket of stagnation being lifted off of you, okay? Burdens being lifted off of you with the 10 of Wands here, okay? Being overworked, underpaid, working too much, okay? A level of exhaustion, stress, burdens, imbalance, okay? Being released, that coming to an end. So for some of you, maybe things could be getting easier this month is what I see as well, with the release of the 10 of Wands energy, doing too much. And now at the bottom of the deck, we're flipping this to the 10 of Water, where we're turning that and flipping it into satisfaction, things that we love. We're seeing our abundance. We're seeing blessings kind of pour into our life here, okay? So we go from the 10 of Wands energy to the 10 of Cups energy, okay? Things are more loving, things are more easy flowing, okay? Maybe there's more laughter, there's more gathering with family, things like that. You're really starting to see where your abundance is, okay, this month for my fire signs. And that can show up for you in many different ways. Any more messages for the overall energy for my pile of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, for the month of August, angels? Anything else? This flew out. Yeah, the Magician, a can-do attitude, feeling empowered this month because of the way things are aligning for you, the way that things are beginning to flow. Again, when you start seeing results, when you start seeing an energetic shift, because you release something, you put an end to something, when something in your life has like a death and a transformation. So you could have gone from someone who you let go of feeling burdened, stressed, overworking, thinking too hard, doing all of the hard things, okay, to now in an energy of abundance and flow and blessings, okay? And so you're manifesting different things now, okay? It could be that you're starting to see your manifestations arrive. There's something that you've shifted and changed, okay? Maybe you've pinpointed with your choices and things like that what actually works for you this month. You're starting to see that through the Magician, okay? Again, manifesting this month. Of course, with you being a magnet here, with the Ace of Wands next to the Ace of Wands. This is opportunities opening up. Starting to get things that you actually want to get, okay? Is what I'm seeing here, all right? Creativity flowing, all right? You're starting to see the things that you do well as well, next to the Magician, with the Magician next to the Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire here. You're starting to see the things that you do very well, okay? Something that you're putting effort towards, it's finally giving good results. Okay, let's see what opportunities you have coming your way. Spiritual practice did come up, so fire signs, this could be a spiritual practice that you're taking up. Maybe you're praying more, okay? Especially with the Magician here, there's something that you have done that is actually giving you good results, and it's probably coming through your spiritual practice. This could even be prayers being answered this month for you as well, okay? So opportunities coming your way. For my fire signs, month of August, opportunities coming my fire signs way. Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see, assistance, customer service, secretary, okay? So you could be an opportunity for you to be assisted, okay? Is coming in, customer service, something, maybe someone, when I see assistance, customer service, and secretary, someone helping you out this month as well. This could also go in another, the other direction, because everything can be dual or go either way. It could be that you're assisting someone also through your spiritual practice as well. Maybe you're praying for them or they're praying for you. This is an opportunity coming in for you to be assisted. Maybe you're you're going to experience the best assistance, customer service that you've experienced in a long time, like long overdue, especially coming out of that 10 of Wands energy. This is like, I have to do everything myself. My, burdens are heavy. I got to carry everything myself, to finally being assisted in some way that really helps you out. Okay. What other opportunities are coming towards my fire signs for the month of August? Okay, teacher, educator, student, instructor. There's something that you're learning this month, okay? It could be you're learning about a spiritual practice, maybe from a teacher, educator, someone educating you on it. But then when you're the student, and you're instructed, you also now become the person, again, the scholar, the teacher, someone who's learned something that has definitely panned out great for you. Any other opportunities? So an opportunity to gain knowledge of some kind as well. Okay. What other opportunities are coming in for my fire signs this month? Okay. We got September. Okay. So again, there's also could be something that transpires or is set to happen in the month of September, for September to come out. Okay. So even if you may start seeing in August, these things start to reveal themselves, but really kicks off in the month of September, because maybe you're doing these things in the month of August and then really begin to see your efforts pay off, or this flow come in by September. Okay. Because this is timeless as well. September could be an important month for you fire signs, for it to come out. Anything else as far as opportunities being presented to my fire signs in the month of August? Okay. Okay, you got comedy, radio, podcasting, video. You could be learning something off of social media to some capacity as well. Maybe you're listening to something and you implement it, okay? And that's what helps you out. For some of you, you're listening to manifesting like talk shows or podcasts or information, spiritual teachers and things like that. And this could be a spiritual practice that you implement, from something that you've learned online. All right. Something that you've heard, and you implementing it, you actually start to see results from the implementation of it. Okay. Is what I'm seeing here as well. You got August on the bottom of the deck. So you received August and September here. Okay. So these opportunities are going to be arising in both of these months, or you start to see this new flow coming in, a spark, and inspiration, ideas. Okay. You start to see abundance begin to happen from a place of overworking, being tired, being exhausted, not getting back what, like, as far as the energy you've put in, you not receiving that back into great abundance and flow. Again, this is manifesting, okay? Things that were stagnated or procrastinated on actually start to move again for you, okay, is what I'm seeing here. So definitely learning something. Decorator and designer did attempt to come out. So fire signs, I'm going to assume that an opportunity coming towards you is to design something new in your life, whether this is you redecorating something, this is you changing your wardrobe to some capacity, anything that requires beautification of it. You have an opportunity to do this. Could be even a self makeover. This could be something going on in your environment. I don't care if you're decorating your office, if you currently have an office. Maybe you're changing the decor, the design of something. Okay. This, for some of you, I just heard doing something with your car. Decorating your car. Maybe you're changing the interior to some capacity, something about your car. All right. For someone specific here. Okay. Anything else? I'm going to get out one more opportunity for my fire signs. Okay. And you received corporate professional. Okay. So some of you guys could be also starting a new position. Okay. Maybe you are being recognized, in the workplace for something. With corporate professional, I'm looking at this as something where you're being taken more seriously. You know, you hold, I just heard like higher rank. Okay, so some of you could be have an opportunity for promotion where you are. This could be a new job, or this job could require you to be more professional, dress up. Okay, this is grown woman, grown man position here. Okay, a position of importance. Okay. Now let's talk about money. For my fire signs in the month. I'm going to move all these here. Give me 1 second. Okay. For my fire signs for the month of August, who's starting to manifest. Let's talk about money. Money for my fire signs, angels, for the month of August. Money for the month of August. Any money messages? Let's see here. Some of you are gambling. I've seen the rolling of a dice. Okay. Some of you are cutting ties. Okay. You got the cutting ties card in the sector of money. So you could be cutting out certain things, cutting and adding certain things that no longer serve you when it comes to money. Maybe there's certain expenses that you're going to be cutting out. The card itself does say you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Okay, so some of you, again, because I got that, some of you may be starting a new position as well and cutting ties with a previous employer as well. But in any case, it also represents cutting out things that no longer serve you. So again, this could be simple as just cutting certain expenses that are like the unnecessary, cutting the fat. Okay, cutting the fat. Maybe you're budgeting. Okay, fire signs. Maybe you have more coming in and you're being more wise with your money that you do have coming in. What else we have here? Yeah, success. Cutting things out successfully here. Fire, okay? The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity. If you just keep going, lots of little steps take you a long way. You're right on track, okay? So cutting out what no longer works in order to guarantee success, okay? This could be something as simple as you cutting certain things out puts more money in your pocket. You're starting to see more of your money, okay? Cutting out unnecessary expenses. Anything else when it comes to money that flew out? Yeah, harmony. Harmonizing the money sector, okay? Harmony, feeling at peace with what you have, feeling at peace with the way things are going. It says that it's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best, okay? So you're cutting out, maybe you're deducing, especially here with that 7 of Cups energy where you're having to make choices. This could just be you, okay, this works for me, this doesn't work for me, okay? Cutting out the fat, all right? This is like successfully cutting out what doesn't need to be there, harmonizing something, negotiating a situation as well to your favor, getting it to your liking by cutting out things that you don't agree with. This is customizing something to your liking, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, through your own wisdom at the bottom of the deck. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone, as a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience, okay? So you're harmonizing things based on your experience. This could be cutting out what doesn't serve you. With corporate professional, some of you could be getting recognized or getting the kind of money you want for the wisdom that you have. Your wisdom is your experience as well, okay? Getting paid properly. You were in the 10 of Wands energy, overworked and underpaid energy as well. So you could be cutting out something and gaining success and harmonizing something that was a burden to you previously, okay? Especially with the give and take, okay? I gave this, I received that kind of energy, okay? Let's see if there's any other money messages, and we're going to get into any love messages for my fire signs. Any other money messages, angels, spirit guides. Let's see. Yeah, fast changes, okay? So this is the energy of the 5, things shifting and changing when it comes to your money, okay? Take bold steps forward. Things happen suddenly in a short period and in a hurry, okay? So This could also be money coming in, money going out. So it's like, okay, I'm bringing this money in, but it's leaving really fast. So things need to be, certain things need to be cut out. Okay, and you're gonna quickly snip kind of thing here. Okay, we also have at the bottom of the deck opportunities coming in when it comes to your money. Again, this could be job opportunities. This could be opportunities that you're learning. They're sitting in front of a screen, and for your opportunities coming towards you, I did see podcasts, radios, things like that. Maybe something that you're learning online could have to do with finances and things like that actually offer you more expansion when it comes to your options and choices, and that's why you have that 7 of Cups as well. Okay, let's see what else comes out for you. We have a perfect fit. Again, you're figuring out what works for you. Okay, real quick. These quick shifts that you're taking actually expand your doors of opportunity. Okay, to find where you're actually meant to be, what actually works for you, the ideal job. Okay, the ideal income. It could be that as well, okay? Because some of you with looking are definitely looking for other work, a job in general, or looking for techniques that will work for you when it comes to creating more abundance for yourself, okay? Even spiritually, even within your spiritual practice. Okay, what have I not been doing right? What have I not tried? What have I procrastinated on? I think you're visiting some with these cups here. You're either revisiting cups, or you're visiting cups of things that you have not tried yet. Okay, in your arsenal. What have I not tried? I'm gonna try those things, and because you're trying those things, it could now be showing you, okay, this actually works. What have I been doing? I wish I had done this sooner kind of energy. Let's talk about love. We talked about money. Love messages for my fire signs in the month of August. Aries, Leo, Sag, angels, Aries, Leo, Sag, when it comes to love, we have understanding, okay? I see your side of the story, okay? So going down memory lane, maybe revisiting some scenarios, okay, and getting a different understanding, a different perspective, maybe on what a person meant to you, or what they meant by, revisiting conversations in your head. This could be simply something as, something as simple as that, okay, having memories of a person with the black and white, definitely in the love sector, someone that you have had some level of connection with or history with as well. Probably revisiting some things that you regret, okay, where you held back as well, okay, where you didn't do something as well with I should have expressed myself better, okay. So kind of going down memory lane, having certain regrets for experiences or the way that things ended up being, okay. Where you held back tears, where you held back emotions, things like that, okay, and also things that were sabotaged, whether this was by you or another person. This is going down memory lane concerning regrets, holding back, areas that were sabotaged, okay. It says I mess up the good things in my life sometimes, okay? So maybe going back on some things down memory lane and realizing who you were as well in situations, who you could have been in situations, where you could have given more in situations, with this being behind this this person's back, okay? Not giving where you should have given, and you realize that could have sabotaged situations. Someone's definitely looking at, I'll turn that over, looking at their own mistakes, where they made errors, okay? Because there's a lot of this is like she's grading a paper, the errors. I see all the red on the paper. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, but I wish I could right my wrongs. So definitely looking at someone here in my fire sign pile is definitely kind of revisiting old situations and taking a look at themselves, okay? The stress from this is draining me, overwhelmed, okay? So you could be overthinking. This could also be how someone is feeling when it comes to you, okay, in a love situation. But from what I get from it, especially starting out with the black and white pictures, you're revisiting scenarios, situations where you may have made mistakes or sabotaged or held back, and have certain regrets of what you did and didn't do, okay? Possibly crying about those things, okay? Again, in order to manifest, we do have to do some unblocking, some emotional unblocking. And so you may be revisiting those things, because it's possible that some of you, what you could be learning about manifestation is how you have to clear out your energy as well. Things that you're holding on to that are actually blocking your manifestation abilities. Okay. Any other love messages? Okay, these flew out. Let's see what these are about. Unresolved, yeah, unfinished business, unresolved situations, things that you haven't dealt with. Again, fire signs, these are things rearing their head of things that you haven't dealt with, things that you thought you dealt with, or that you could just sweep under the rug, that you're dealing with now. But because you're cutting things out, because you're transforming a death to the old and an opportunity for new, you're letting you have to work through things. And I think you understand that, fire signs, in order to move forward. Okay. Some of you could definitely be working on with the divine feminine here, unfinished business concerning someone, or you're healing the feminine aspect, which we all have, whether you're male or female. We all have a masculine and feminine counterpart here within ourselves. Okay. So you could be healing the feminine within you, because the feminine is your receiver here. This is how you manifest. This is how you receive. So if it's traumatized, if it's not healed, then it could make it harder for you to receive, to manifest. And so I think some of you, again, this is a manifestation game. You're going to have to heal the feminine aspect of you that has been hurt. Okay. For some of you, I heard betrayed, regrets, people, mistakes people made with you. You're still holding on to that. Maybe you're still harboring it, and it has to go. All right. In order to start. Yeah. Look at that. Healing. So healing and releasing from the aspect of your divine feminine that has been hurt, harmed in any way, misused, sabotaged. Okay. Things like that. You have to start dealing with these things, all right, in the sector of love. If this is not someone else, and this is just residual energy from those things that are actually in the way, okay? Yeah, heartbreak and being shattered, disappointed, okay, is standing in the way for my fire signs, okay? Any other messages for you? We covered that. Let's get a final card for the month of August for my fire signs, angels. Final card, final message for you. And we're going to close on this. Final message for my fire signs from yours truly. Okay, hold on. We had something flip over. Okay, yeah, you got the Ace of Cups, okay? This is healing. This is strengthening yourself through healing, with next to the Strength card. Having the courage to heal what needs to be healed, okay? So that you can stop rejecting what's for you, okay? So you can see what's actually for you and what's not for you. That is the message here. So this healing will help heal your emotions, your relationships, to yourself and with others, and also open up a channel of intuition so that you can start, because the divine feminine has to trust herself, okay? You have to be able to trust yourself in order to heal this. All right. Maybe there was actions that you didn't take. You stagnated yourself in a lot of ways because you didn't trust yourself. Okay. So this healing will give you more courage, more compassion for yourself, and also offer a level of more perseverance to overcome things, but also to finish what you started here, pile fire. Okay, so this is what I have for you for the month of August. I truly do hope this message helped. Again, for personal readings and donations, that info will be down in the box, the description box, that is. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you next time. Love. Alrighty, hello, water signs. These are going to be my Pisces, okay? My Scorpios. Who am I missing? Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers. Can't leave you out, Cancer, okay? So if your sun, moon, or rising is water, let's see what your affirmation cards are for the month of August, and then we're going to get into overall energy. Angel, spirit guides, affirmations for my water signs for the month of August. Don't have a anything this month, water signs. If you're going to mess up, make it epic, okay? Don't do anything this month. I'm going to cover that word up. Okay, angels say don't halfway do nothing this month, my water signs, okay? Let's see what else comes out for you for your affirmation. If you're going to do it, go full throttle with it this month. This is your confirmation. This is your sign, water signs, earth, moon, or rising. Okay? You don't need luck, angels say, when you've got grit. Okay? You don't need luck because you know how to do it. You know what to do. Okay? You have what it takes to do it. Okay? So this is giving the energy of not mucking around, not messing around, not sleeping on your own abilities this month, fire signs. Okay? All right? Something fell. Give me 1 second. All right. You are going to win because quitting isn't an option. Okay. So there's a lot of, you're almost at the goal. Don't quit before you meet the goal here. Okay. So whatever it is, water signs, you're being asked to keep it going. Keep it flowing, baby. Okay. Don't stop for nothing. Keep it going, baby. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting. Let's see what this overall message is, the overall energy for the month of August for you. They're saying, yeah, don't stop, don't quit, okay? Don't wait on something to happen for you this month, in the month of August. You know, the month of August has got that Leo energy here, that courage. You're going to need it. You got the Empress energy, okay, also here for the overall energy, okay, so creation, all right, birthing something, doing something to the end, okay, you have the ability to do it. This is taking action on what you know, taking action with what you have, okay, and creating something beautiful out of it, okay. There's a gestation period for everything. There's a growing period for something. So maybe there's something that you've grown tired of doing. Maybe you feel like you haven't received the results that you want, my water signs. But what it's saying is don't stop short of the win. Okay. Something is about to actually manifest, or you're about to give birth to something that you've been putting your efforts towards that you may be tiring from, my water signs. But this is the month to really, really swing at it even harder, okay? Swing at it even harder. Okay, for some of you, because it's the Empress and the Empress gives birth, okay? For some of you, you could have been trying for a while, for some of you in the water pile to get pregnant. For some of you, the month of August is going to be your month for conception. Okay, for some of you, literally, you could be giving birth this month. Maybe your water is breaking. Okay, you also, the overall energy here says it's the world. There's a completion here of some kind. There's success. There's accomplishment. There's something to celebrate. Okay, so something you've been, again, it's giving that roundness. Okay, so for some of you, you're giving birth. You've complete the cycle of something. For some of you, it's the birth of an idea. Okay, you've completed something. This could be school. This could be travel. This could be an idea that has finally come to its completion. Okay, through action and creation and creativity. Okay, so there's an end to something, but we've completed something. Something's coming to an end. Okay, also for some of you, literally, this is, giving birth. Okay, giving birth. And with the Knight of Air here, for some of you, of course, because I keep getting led, this is almost giving that push, 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 push. Okay, so if you're having a baby this month, congratulations. I'm just going to get that out the way because I know that not everybody is giving birth to a child. If you're men here, but for some of you, could be experiencing a C-section. Of here, when I seen the sword, it could be a C-section. Maybe you tried. You couldn't push the baby out, and so it may be that you had to receive a cesarean. Okay, so speedy recovery for that if that is you. If that's not your story, the other thing that I'm seeing here with the Empress in the world, something, a creative endeavor being accomplished and completed. Okay, because you had determination here with the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Air, okay? Staying determined and motivated to get something done, because again, your energy through your affirmations this month is saying, do nothing. Don't wait on luck. Don't wait on something, and don't quit before you have the win, okay? So something that you stay determined to do is going to sow its seed. It's going to bear fruit this month, okay? If you've been, if you've been going, okay? So you're going to have some type of result this month in August after, staying determined even through negativity, pessimism, sleeplessness, and worrying and things like that. Okay, spending time alone with the Hermit, introspection, thinking inwardly, kind of negative. All right, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this done? Like stressing yourself out, mental agony for some of y'all. Staying determined anyway, even through your own pessimism. Okay, spend time by yourself when you need to. Do the research that you need to if you become like doubtful as well. All right, some of you may find mentorship this month that actually gives you, ups the ante for you in staying determined on something. Maybe you realize that, hey, I'm further than I thought I was. Sometimes when we don't think that we've done enough or that we're far enough into something that we think it's a waste of time, maybe you discover that I've been stressing all along for nothing, okay, is what I'm seeing here, all right? To have a little bit more appreciation for where you are, what you've done already, and to keep going, okay? And to hang in there, water signs. Let's see what else is going on in the overall energy for my water signs here. Okay, that tried to come out. Yeah, the wheel is about to turn in your favor, okay? You may be experiencing some type of stagnation here because maybe you weren't seeing the results or getting the results that you felt you should have at this point. However, your luck is shifting. You are seeing progress this month. There are changes being made. Your will begin to turn into the direction of results, okay? Because it is upright. The wheel is turning. It could be that you're being detoured on something, okay? I gotta go this way because this way didn't work. I can't don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here. My water signs, okay? That aspect may have not worked. That part may have triggered you in some ways to think that, oh, just because this part didn't work, like it's all a failure. No. The angels are saying you are going to win because quitting isn't an option. You're too far into something to quit now. To stay determined, to stay motivated, okay? Anything else? You're accomplishing something regardless this month that you're going to be happy with. Fate changes, luck changes, progress happens, okay? Okay, be diligent is the overall energy. So whatever you're working on, whatever that Empress is for you, that creative project, that idea, again, for some of you, this could be a baby. Maybe you're ready to give birth. Like I'm at the end of this, I'm ready to give birth, the Five of Swords, the Five of Air is like, looking too hard, especially with the Nine of Swords, like looking too hard at mistakes. You're reassessing everything, okay? The mental game, being more strategic concerning something, okay? Possibly even with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Air, like having doubts about, self-doubting is what I see here, is the overall energy, okay? I think that you should be asking the right questions, especially with the Page of Air. That's questioning, that's analytical, that's being outspoken. So definitely ask the questions. Again, because some of you are going to have someone to ask the questions to with mentorship here, okay, for what you don't know, where you have doubts and things like that. And I believe that gets your wheel turning here of creating progress in a different direction, okay, where there was stagnation, where things weren't moving forward, where you were worried, trying to stay determined even through your own pessimism, okay? But what you realize is that you had it the whole time, okay? So It's mental games that you played with yourself where it wasn't necessary. Okay, because you have the Nine of Water. Your wishes will be answered. You will be receiving the efforts that you put towards your own dreams and happiness and things like that. Nine of Cups says that I get what I want. I get what I've asked for. Okay. And with the star here, it's gonna be with the Nine of Water. It's like complete fulfillment, okay? Because you were inspired, because you kept the faith, okay, in your dreams, in your own goals, in your own wishes. This is going to come about this month, okay? You're gonna see a change in that. Let's talk about money. Let's see what your money messages are for the month of August for my water signs. Money messages for my water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios. Okay, water signs, when it comes to money, you could be looking for ways to make more money, okay? You could be looking for some of you could be looking for jobs, okay? Or other positions and things like that. Seek and you will find when it comes to your money. Okay, yeah, you're looking for what direction to take when it comes to something. You're trying to plan what direction you want to go with something. So some of you could be looking for a new direction, especially with that wheel changing, creating progress in another. Okay, that didn't work, but if I take it from this aspect, if I switch over to this position, if I do this and that, it's like you're looking for the direction to take when it comes to what you are going to invest your time and energy in. Or even looking for the direction of where you're going to invest your money. Okay, since we're talking about money, you want to make wise investments. Okay, with your money, where can I grow my money? What direction? Where do I need to put my money to grow my money? So investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Okay, do not deviate from your path once you set it. Again, you win because quitting isn't an option. You don't need luck. What you need is the right research, especially with the Hermit, okay, that's researching, that's discovering something, okay, getting the answers that you need, that put worry to bed, okay, that put worry to bed, all right? You're getting the proper foresight for where you're putting your money and how you're dealing with your money. So this is investigating, this is research and things like that, okay? So that you don't have self-doubt and you stay determined by asking the proper questions that put worry to bed for this pile, okay? Anything else? Yeah, alchemy, okay? You're finding the right ingredients for when it comes to your money, okay? When it comes to your career even, because money, career, all of that, kind of goes under the same category. And I also heard some of you are focused also when it comes to your money on more legacy investments and things like that. The right ingredients to grow your money for legacy, okay, for even later success, okay? How can I grow this over time to turn into success, okay? To transform a situation. Again, looking for the direction in which to put your money through foresight and figuring out the right ingredients to have success. I think that a lot of you, again, are focused more on legacy this month. Legacy. What did I do all of this for? What am I doing all this for? A card flew. Okay. And shedding what no longer serve you. Eliminating, reducing losses. So again, figuring out also, okay, I know fire experience cutting out certain things, cutting the fat. So for you to receive water signs shedding, you're looking where you can reduce loss, eliminate overspending, completing a new metamorphosis. You're setting higher goals. Again, you're thinking more long-term, more legacy, okay, versus the now. So some of you are just changing your perspective with the wheel, okay, to finally get 9 of water, which is what you really want, okay? So thinking more long-term, my water signs, okay? Because you don't want to work all your life just to fulfill the right now, okay? And that could be what you're alchemizing as well. Any other money messages, angels, for my water signs? Water signs, you got brilliance, okay? It's time to use, it's time to put those ideas into action. It's time to plug in, okay? Your light bulb will be going off. Again, you're looking, you're finding, you're analyzing. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. There is a level of accomplishment this month for staying determined, okay? It could be simple as you were determined to save this month, and you did. Okay, maybe you saved up what you wanted to save up. It's time to start putting your ideas into action, this tells me, and staying determined and not deviating from that plan. Okay, so that's what you could be learning this month. Okay, your brilliance leads to bigger opportunities, bigger doors. This is your opportunity for some of y'all to start a business, to have a change in jobs or invest in a new venture. Again, you got investments. So whether this is stock or whatever the case may be, something that you're learning, something that you're taking up, something that you're getting the information for, you're utilizing that in the month of August, or you're being asked to, and you're going to start seeing results. Okay. For some of you, you're going to get addicted because you're going to start seeing results, okay? For, in that sector. Let's see what opportunities are coming towards my water signs this month for August 2025. Angels, opportunities coming towards my water signs, okay? You got film, actor, actress, and performer. You could be going to see somebody this month in the month of August, okay? Okay, a performance, stage, a movie, okay? Stuff like that. If you yourself are not an actor or actress or a performer yourself, okay, an opportunity coming towards my water signs is an opportunity for nutrients, nutrition, and vitamins. So an opportunity to take better care of yourself. Maybe you're starting a new supplement. It could be that. Maybe you're starting a new health regimen, the way you eat, things like that, okay? So that opportunity is coming towards you this month. For some of you are trying to lose weight. So you're changing up the way that you, care for yourself, okay? Data collector laboratory, okay? For some of you, the opportunity is that maybe you found out something when you went to do labs, okay? That collected data, whatever the case may be. Maybe you discovered where you were deficient, and so you're adding those things to your regimen in order to better your health, okay? So that's an opportunity coming for some of y'all. That's specific to someone, okay? Any other opportunities coming towards my water pile in the month of August? Okay, that came out. Yeah, writer, publisher, author, narrator. Some of you could be reading something new. Okay, some of you could be getting something done to your car with automotive mechanic dealer cars. You have an opportunity to get. For some of you, could be purchasing a new home. A new home. Okay, that came out. For some of you, looking into purchasing a new home, but for some of you, purchasing a new vehicle, because you have dealer in cars and automotive and mechanic, either to get a current vehicle fixed or a new vehicle for some of y'all. Okay, we have celebrations planner and coordinator again. You have an opportunity to either celebrate something this month, to plan something, or be a co-coordinate in something that's coming in the future, okay? To design, decorate, whatever the case may be. Maybe you're helping put together a celebration or some type of event with someone here, okay? Medical is also here. So for some of you, you have an opportunity when it comes to something medical. Again, you had data collecting in laboratory, okay? So something medical leads you to changing something up with your diet that could help you when it comes to your health as well, okay? Is what I see here as far as opportunities coming your way. Let's talk about love for my pile water. Who is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio? Love, angels for my water signs for the month. Okay. Another fire signs receive this as well. So it could be that in love, you're looking over the mistakes of someone. Okay. It says, I wish I could right my wrongs. So either you or the other person is looking at the error in their ways. Okay. Yeah, I got guilty and disagreements, okay? Maybe you're pointing out where someone went wrong, okay, what they're guilty of, or this is someone who professes or confesses to their own mistakes. It says, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. So maybe you're reviewing this. Maybe you're going back and forth because you have two people here, disagreements. Maybe you're having a conversations about the error in someone's ways or in both of your ways. Okay, I wish you understood how I feel here, is what I'm seeing in the sector of love. Okay, so disagreements concerning mistakes, errors that were made. Okay, things that people are guilty of. This tried to come out to clear up the confusion. Okay, maybe the air needs to be cleared. There's confusion into for some of y'all why you feel the way you feel. So maybe I got to point it out for you. Okay, let me go over the list. Let me go over the things that I'm talking about so you could get a clear picture of what I'm talking about, where you are guilty in a situation, whether this is you or you pointing this out for another person. Okay, someone's confused about where they went wrong. I feel unclear where we stand. Well, let me give you clarity. Let me shine a light for you to understand something here about why we're at odds. Okay, so for some of y'all, you're clearing up the confusion, clearing the air in order for us to grow together. Okay, I have to take care of my financial, emotional needs, responsibilities. Okay, in order for us to grow together in this way, we have to take responsibility for the mistakes. Okay. All right. We can't just run away from them with, I don't want to run anymore. Okay. So I'm not letting someone here is not letting someone get away with something any longer. You're going to take responsibility and accountability. You don't just get to run and leave this unfinished. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Always leaving. This could be somebody who storms out when there's a disagreement. Okay. So we can't run from and escape from things that are not left. You leave an air of confusion instead of dealing with it head up. So this is unfinished business. This could be somebody that's the shadow side of this person, whether this is you or this person. This is their shadow side, to run, to escape. When there's a level of confusion, when they're actually guilty about something, when there's a disagreement, they don't want to deal with it. Okay, and this is the shadow side of that person or of you. And this month, this kind of trend could continue to happen, or it could be that you're like, hey, that's your ego. You let your pride get in the way all the time. And maybe until we resolve this, we're not coming back together. Okay, with reunion here, we will always come back to each other. And maybe this person is used to always being able to come back together, even when there's this air of confusion, this unfinished business, this thing that we haven't discussed, this disagreement that we haven't went over, the mistakes that you made, you not, admitting to them, whatever the case may be. We're not coming together until we finish resolving and discussing this issue. Any other messages when it comes to my water signs in the sector of love? Angels, love. Okay. Yeah, it's a moment of truth, okay? Honesty, being truthful about something, okay? So having an honest and truthful moment is going to happen in the month of August, okay? Compromise at the bottom of the deck. Changes need to be made, okay? If love is to be here, if love is to thrive here, if love is to exist in this situation here with strong affection, we can't not make the proper corrections and still have a this level of connection. Okay, we're either coming together, okay, we're either growing closer together, or we're tearing ourselves apart little by little. Okay, yeah, because you have whole inner growth. There's growth that needs to happen here. There's growth that is the potential for August to happen here. Maybe this person or you deals with these situations in a more grown up way, in a more matured way this month. So maybe that is the shift here when it comes to love. Finally being honest about mistakes, finally being honest about where they're guilty and things like that. But a moment of honesty has to be had. Compromises have to be made in order for relationships to thrive. Okay. to leave you or them in a state of confusion and run and escape when there's a problem that comes up. Those kind of things are not sure to last. In fact, what you end up doing is taking on the emotional baggage of the relationship, and the other person just gets to have the good time. Only is there when things are going their way. Okay, so that's what I have for love. Let's get any final messages for my water pile. Month of August 2025. What's going on, angels, for my water signs for the month of August? Closing messages. Yeah. You got Two of Cups. Okay, so definitely coming together. You know, higher commitments is happening too. Like-minded individuals, the give and take. My cup, here's my cup, here's your cup. It's mutual. Okay, so mutual connections. Otherwise, we're walking away with the Eight of Cups. Okay, we're searching for we're searching here for higher connections, more fulfilling connections. Okay, for those to be seen very clearly. There's a give and take. The angels say final messages. If it isn't a match, okay, from your cup to their cup, it's not in your best interest. Okay, at this time, you require relationships that are empowering, inspiring, okay, that are fulfilling for you. Otherwise, look, all these are just cups, okay, cups that you've invested your time or energy in at some point or another, but still has not been a match. So for some of you, the advice is to, you know, walk away from things that aren't going to grow, things that aren't, with the Seven of Pentacles here, the Seven of Earth, investing the way that you're investing. Okay, it's time to assess situations and call a spade, call it for what it is, the angels say, and move on with life. You have other things to do. You have goals to reach. You have things that you're trying to do, all with your own will, because this is not about luck. This is not about way doing something. This is about going after your goals. This is about having fulfilling relationships as well. The angels say for my water pile. So this is what I have for you for the month of August. I truly do hope this helped. Personal readings and donation info is going to be down in the description box. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hello, air signs. Whether you are Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra in your sun, moon, or rising, this is your August 2025 messages. Okay, so we're going to start with your affirmation for the month of August. Let's see what the angels have to say. Your affirmation is, my air signs. Let's see what's going on. Okay, and whether you're male or female here, man or woman, your first affirmation out, it says that she knows her worth and refuses to settle for less. All right. Angels say this is not a month for settling. This is a month of knowing your worth and value. It says, I don't apologize for being amazing. Okay. Sorry that my value is what it is. Sorry that I'm more worthy of more than what you have to offer. This is not a month for settling for the least. Or the bare minimum, my air signs, okay, and all that you do. Any other affirmation for my air signs for the month of August, okay? She is proof that determination beats doubt, okay? So it's definitely, don't settle, okay? You know, people can compete where they don't compare, air signs, okay? And it's not your fault that you're great at what you do. It's not your fault that you're amazing at what you do. It's not your fault that you stay determined and you don't have and that you don't doubt yourself, that you don't shoot yourself down before you even try something here, my air signs, okay? So the angels are saying, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Keep being the best you. If people can't step up, it's no problem. I'm not settling for it. If you're not going to pay what I'm worth, no problem. I can't work here. Okay. I'm not going to apologize, right? Air signs, for knowing what I know, the knowledge that I have, the acumen that I have, the experience that I have. Okay. Let's see what the overall energy is for my earth signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. My communicators, the ones that are always in their head analyzing, but definitely intelligent. This, wow, I'm getting intelligence. Don't insult my intelligence. Don't, this is not the month for that. Refuse. Okay? We're moving into that Leo season, and this is how it's affecting you, my air signs. Overall energy. Angels. We're shuffling good here. That came out. Yeah, the moon, okay? So even when we don't have, we're one, intuition is heightened this month, okay? I'm going to say that with the moon. That's the first thing that came to me. We may not be able to see it, okay, my air signs, but we're going to sense it. We're going to feel it. We're going with what we sense and what we feel this month, okay? This is also moving past the lies, the illusions, and things like that. I'm not going to let you tell me something. This is like, because of the affirmations that you received, you know how people try to create an illusion even around concerning yourself, okay? You're really not all that great. You're really not all that smart, in order to lower your standard to some capacity, okay? So don't believe the illusion. Don't believe the lies, okay? Make sure that you're following your own intuition, especially when it comes to yourself, okay? Discerning things, okay? You had Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So like-minded individuals only will do for the overall energy. People who like attracts like kind of thing. Definitely with the Queen of Cups, okay? Giving, this is also self-love. This is giving, okay? Being the generous person that you are, all right? But not in an illusionary way, okay? Make sure that you're clear. This is also with the Queen of Cups and the Moon. This is someone who is using their own intuition, their psychic senses, okay, that you were given, all right, to determine things, because you have psychic here. This is heart chakra energy. Next to the moon, this is very psychic energy. So a lot of you are going to be getting a lot of intuitive dings this month in your overall energy, all right? Intuitive knowledge, things that you can't see or can't figure out how you know what you know. I felt it. This is, your intuition pile, my air signs could be really screaming at you this month, okay? Really giving you clear signs and cues, okay? Intellectual dings, like mental dings as well. You knowing things, especially with the Queen of Air, the Queen of Water, and the Moon. You just knowing things out of nowhere, okay? Your brilliance is hiked up this month as well. It's upping the ante here. So it could be a moon placement here. So watch the placements of the moon for the month of August for you air signs, okay? Because you'll be greatly affected by those signs, whether you believe it or not. And if you're here watching tarot, you have some type of interest in esoterics to some capacity here. But the moon could greatly affect your intuition, what you know. All of a sudden, you have brilliant ideas coming in the overall energy. But this is not doubting yourself. This is not refusing to hear or feel what you're feeling and hearing, okay? A lot of insight this month, okay? A lot of light bulb, moments for you. And all of these could be coming in the area of knowing your worth all of a sudden, okay? Maybe you were falling for the okie doke in some areas of your life, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, do you realize how amazing I am? I just found out how amazing I am. So I'm determined to be that, okay? Not falling for less, not accepting less in your life. This is a boost up for my air signs this month, okay? Where you were with the Two of Swords here, where you weren't sure, where you were indecisive and things like that, all of a sudden and confused, you could get decisive about things that you've been indecisive about, okay? Cutting out things, where you weren't seeing clearly, all of a sudden you're seeing clearly. Where you were giving too much of your effort with Ten of Wands, you're not going to be doing that anymore. That would be settling, okay? These aren't, with that Two of Cups energy, you're going to now see where there's not a balance, okay? There's not a balance. If I keep doing this, this is what's going to happen, whatever the case is. So not settling because you think that that's all you can get. So there's some type of boost in your overall energy of going from not knowing and avoiding to, again, you have release here, ending things, okay? Becoming decisive, especially with that Queen of swords there, who is setting boundaries for their self, whether you're, whether you're a man or a woman here, setting firm boundaries, getting decisive, releasing things that no longer serve you, freeing yourself from certain things, whether that is the way that you saw yourself, freeing yourself from a version of you that you saw yourself as, or that you were, for some of you, comparing yourself to, or allowing someone to believe that you were. Okay. The moon was the illusion. The veil is being lifted for some of y'all when it comes to these things that you've, stalled on, really feeling something here, really knowing something finally. No more indecisive energy. Well, and confusion, really ending that. Ace of Cups is also choosing self-love as well, pouring into yourself. All right. Dealing with our emotions, releasing relationships that are not loving, releasing situations that are not loving. Again, this is a lot of intuition as well being poured into you. So things being sparked. Okay. When it comes to your overall energy, it's a lot of intuitive guidance this month for you. All of a sudden, light bulb moments, I'm just going to know what's best for me, okay? Making choices consciously is what I just got. Air signs, you're going to be able to make decisions and choices from a conscious perspective, from a perspective of knowing, of identifying better what something is and what something isn't. Okay. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck again, especially when it comes to partnerships, the things that you commit to, the things that you're willing to reconcile with. Okay. There's going to be more success when it comes to that. Okay. Matching your energy instead. Okay. There's an awakening happening when it comes to that. Okay. Taking a pause, actually reflecting on something, and during that reflection, actually coming up with an answer that releases you from this 2 of Swords energy, confusion, not knowing, not having all of the facts. Okay, your perspective is being changed in the sector of relationships, connections, and things like that this month. Okay, Ace of Swords here, Ace of Air. Okay, inspired, getting intuitive communication. Okay, making the proper adjustments. The Ace of Air is the Swords, is also cutting the BS out. Okay, awakening to what needs to be released, what needs to be snipped, what needs to be cut. Okay. If it doesn't have, like with this King of Pentacles, this King of Earth, something that is consistent, something that is constant, something that is just as generous as you, okay? Something that's not lack-minded, okay? Something that's established for some of y'all. This has to do with relationships. Maybe the men, maybe the men or the women that you choose, okay? You've been falling for the okie doke. Okay, maybe looking at more potential than what's actually going on, creating illusion for yourself when it comes to it, confusing yourself, not knowing when to release something, whether this is a person, place, or thing. Okay, because it states she knows her worth and refuses to settle for less. Finally, I think that's the message here, is that you've been settling for things when you have more options if you were to stop stagnating yourself and putting yourself in a state of confusion, okay? Your intuition is going to be screaming. Your own brilliance and logic is going to be screaming. It's going to be a balance of the two. No more illusion, no more trying to guess what this is. The 10 of Earth, you need security, okay? Is this secure? Is this prosperity? Is this giving what it's supposed to give? Is this the long haul? Is this creating legacy? Is this creating a cornucopia in my life? Is this a horn of plenty? Okay. There will be justice. Yeah. Fairness. Is this fair? Is this fair? You're looking at that. You're cutting out what's not fair in your life. Air signs. Okay. You got all the aces. You got all the aces. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. Ace of Fire. You coming in August swinging. Okay? Swinging, my air signs. Self-love, intuition, More creativity creates more opportunity. Being inspired, good communication. Some of you could be voicing your ideas better, voicing your opinions better, voicing your own inner, like your emotions better, and very clear when you see the ace. Okay. I don't think that the air sign pile is to be toiled with this month, especially with the two of fire. Planning, partnering, progress. Okay, it's a lot of, you got the two of cups, the two of wands, the two of swords. Okay, in your overall energy. Making decisions from a place of consciousness, okay? Not confusion, not what it might be, but what it is. Okay? Making the proper plans. Are we doing something together? Is this like-minded? Is this fair? Is this balanced? And if it is not, creating the 10 of Pentacles, it cannot stay. Okay? I cannot settle. All right? Let's look into your money messages, air signs, for the month of August. Okay? When you see all them swords, it's cut the BS now. It's cut the BS. That's what the angels are saying. It's cut. Yeah. So in money, you did get ups and downs, okay? All right. We have it, we're low, we have it, we don't, okay? There's still help. There's still, I meant to say there's still hope, but for some of you guys, there's still help for these certain situations where there will be advancement, where there was stagnation, okay? Life has its ups and downs, and I think for my air signs, you know that. You understand that the ups and down flow of money, okay? But you also have spiritual work here. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on, okay? So maybe you're doing some spiritual practices and things like that that's going to unblock and clear up things when it comes to your money, okay? Some of you, prayers are being answered, okay? You'll get insights into what works best to best serve your needs. Again, I said there's a lot of insight, intuition coming in this month in all sectors. It either works or it doesn't work. It either like-minded, it's a match for me, or it's not. We're not creating more confusion for ourselves. We're getting clear cut about what something is, even when it comes to money, so that you can untrap yourself. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one that you have for now. So some of you, when it comes to money, jobs, you're looking for jobs that definitely are in alignment with your, the spiritual aspect of things, okay? That gives you the proper freedom that's fair, especially with the feather here. Okay, that's not heavy for you. You don't feel, tied down and trapped to it, obligated. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. Okay, so some of you could be taking time off as well. Okay, from a job. All right, to get spiritually and energetically clear. Okay, because we have exhausted here. Some of you are just tired. It's time to recharge and regroup yourself, okay? Maybe you've been thinking too much, giving too much, especially in situations that, that's, again, put you in this state. Maybe you're exhausting finances, things like that, since this is money, okay? Maybe some of you feel like I have to do this in order to blase, okay? So exhausted when it comes to that, okay? But you're using your wisdom here, okay? Use your best judgment when it comes to how you spend, how you make your money, like how you earn your money, okay? For some of you, you could win sooner or later. Don't spend everything at once, okay? Be wise about the money that you have coming in is also what this is saying. Don't exhaust your resources here, okay? Don't be the one spending all of your money buying everything, all right? Your money has value as well, air signs. I didn't get it just to, spend it all willy-nilly, okay? Have some worth and value with public face when it comes to your stuff, okay? Some of you could also be gifted something this month. All right, when it comes to money. So make wise decisions with that money. If you were to win some money, you know, if you were to be gifted some money, make sure that you make wise decisions when it comes to that money. All right. It can be turned into more, especially with public face here. Okay. It could be turned into more. All right. You also have investments. So you might use some of this money to start investing in something. Make the proper investment. Make the wisest investments when it comes to what you have. Okay. Because that's being looked at too. How do you spend your money when you get it? What do you do with it when you receive it? You know, is it out the door as quick as it came? You know? All right. So that's what I'm seeing here. Closing the door on things that no longer serve you. Okay. So this could be where you're spending your money. Close the door on certain things. Okay. Publications or what you call it, subscriptions that no longer serve you. You know, maybe you're looking at where your money is going. Stuff like that, okay, is what I'm seeing here. You also have celebrating. So I do believe that some of you in air signs, you know, someone here could definitely win some money that you need to be wise about how you invested moving forward. Close the door on things that no longer serve you when it comes to your money, how you spend it. Celebrate wisely. Don't go crazy. You know, nothing wrong with celebrating and having joy and enjoying something, but do it wisely. All right. Let's talk about the love sector, and then I'm going to close on your final message. So love messages, angels, for my air signs for the month of August. Something flew out. Okay. Another group received this. I think it was the fire signs. We have understanding. Okay. Seeing your side of the story in your relationship. Maybe someone understands why why you went absent. Okay. They understand, or they're reviewing something in your absence. Okay. This could be you. This could be another person. All right. The person who wants to chase you, maybe when you're no longer there, who wants you when you're no longer there, understanding the dynamics here. They don't want to chase anymore. Again, this is a picture here. She's looking at a picture here in the absence. So you're definitely going down memory lane this month for a lot of people. This energy has been up to this point in the other two piles as well. Okay. Understanding, this is like recognizing certain things from the past. Okay. Understanding why there couldn't be a union when it came to something, chasing after something that just isn't there, or understanding, getting a new understanding of like, I'm no longer chasing this to be what I want it to be. Okay. Reminiscing on old scenarios, disagreements where we just didn't match when it came to certain things, because you have a lot of two energy here. Dynamics when it comes to someone else. Okay. Why chase it and want it when you don't agree to the terms? Okay. But this is the shadow side of someone. Okay. To want something, whether this is you or them, to want something that they're just not willing to do the right thing with. Okay. For some of you, this could be a soul tie, or you feel tied to this person, either karmically, whatever the case may be. Always feel connected to you. Maybe this person feels like no matter what disagreements that y'all have, y'all are supposed to be together, even if it's not giving you, even if it's not on your terms, Okay. Could be something like that. All right. Yeah. This person, you could be mending a situation, mending your connection to some kind of way. All right. Maybe you or this person is healing, because we have a light shine on the shadow side. Maybe somebody here in the love sector is realizing something about themselves when they look back at situations where there was a disagreement, and now wanting to fix those things, those errors. Okay. Where they felt unworthy, or you felt unworthy, or they felt that you were unworthy of a certain, certain dynamics. You're a better person than I am. But remember, one of your affirmations was telling you she knows her worth and refuses to settle for less. So maybe you're refusing certain things with this person because it's less than what you deserve. Okay. I'm no longer daydreaming, right, about what's best for me. you're going to have to daydream about being with me if we can't get this understood, kind of thing. Okay, maybe they're understanding with their own regrets, okay, why you're absent out their life, or why you would be absent out their life, okay? If it's going to continue to go this way, you'll just have to miss me, okay? Seeing some errors in their own ways, okay? With gossip, could be talking to you, or you could be talking to someone else concerning this. All right. Secrets being exposed, whatever. But again, we have soul tie, and now we have soul contract. So this could be somebody that you've been tied to some capacity, connected to, or feel like, you know, this person may feel like they're always will be a part of you. You'll always be a part of them. But that doesn't mean that we don't fix these things that should be fixed. Okay. This soul contract could have been to learn some lessons. You know, you came together to learn some things, to heal some things, because it does say the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So this person has definitely learned something from you and has changed their destiny. Okay. And maybe this person is realizing that their destiny has been changed because of their connection to you. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's anything else that comes out. When it comes to love, you know, this is you or you them, okay? All right, so this person could be going through you, or this person could be going through a storm. This could be some crying this month over the past, whatever the case may be. A lot of the piles, each pile so far, the trend has been that you're working through some history. You're working through some memories that have created blockages, and you'll be faced with them. Yeah, you have regrets again. You'll be faced with those storms. This person or you, maybe this person will cry. Maybe this person might get emotional. You might get emotional about the things that have taken place in the past, okay? Especially with this black and white. You have divine intervention, time for reflection. So when it comes to the love sector, you're definitely reflecting on the past to some capacity, but it is meant for you to heal. This person tried to hide how they felt, hide certain feelings and things like that, okay? So it could be a mask uncovering this month. Maybe they're sharing something with you concerning how they felt, or the regrets within this connection as well, that they were going through their awakening, okay? For those of you who know, you know, all right? With ghosting and disappearing, your absence from their life is what brought them to the light, Caroline, what was shed light in their life, okay? As well. If this is not you ghosting somebody this month, this could just be them sharing how they were able to arrive at these different declinations within their life. These, you know, based on that experience. Some of you could be receiving an apology as well. Says, I'm sorry, apology. You could be apologizing, or this person could be apologizing to you in the month of August for past grievances, okay? Let's get your final message. Air signs to close here. Let's close, angels. Let's get their closing message for my air signs for the month of August. Yeah, 9 of water. 8 of pentacles, okay? You get what you want by focusing, okay? You get what you want by putting your energy towards those things, by focusing on the details, by learning it. My air signs, learning from, you know, getting better at something, okay? All right. Focusing on educating yourself. You get what you want by learning something, okay? By doing something until it's been learned. You know, improvement. Working on your stuff. Focusing on yourself, air signs. Your own detailing. Perfecting something. You know. Perfecting something, yeah. Investing your energy into something that you want, with investments and assessment and patience, and allowing things to grow. Okay? You get what you want by focusing and doing, perfecting, and watching something grow that you have invested in. Okay? Creates solid foundation for you. Creates contentment. Okay, the 4 energy. I did the work. I'm doing the work. The work is done. Investment put in, investments out. Okay, so this is kind of, yeah, like you've learned this. This is what you've learned. Okay, commit to what you want. Commit to your dreams is what the message is here. Invest in yourself, air signs, so you can see it manifest solidly here. This is what I want. 8 of Pentacles. I put the work in. I focus on the details of that thing, because through my investments, now you're waiting for those investments to grow. Okay. Fruit. You know a man by his fruit. You know a woman by their fruit. Okay. 4 of Fire says, because then it comes to be. It's solid. All right. It's a solid foundation. Some of you also could be investing in a home. 4 of Fire equals home to me as well. The 4 walls. Getting what you want comes by way of you learning the most about it that you possibly can. Air signs. Making the proper investments and watching things grow and solidify. Okay? So this is your August messages that I have for you. Personal readings, donation info is going to be down in the description box. Please also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Catch you next time. Love, joy, and ascension. Hello, hello, hello. And finally, my earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Tauruses. Let's go. What's going on for your August 2025 angelic messages and intuitive guidance? Let's see what your affirmations are for my earth signs. Okay, that flew out. You got the same affirmation. I got to cover that up. It's a little curse word on now. It says, don't have anything. If you're going to mess up, make it epic. Okay, so for my earth signs, angels say, don't have to do nothing this month. Do it with all your might. You're about to cross the threshold for some of y'all of something that you've been putting forth your effort on. You're about to witness the results from that. So don't start, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, doing the bare minimum. It says, I don't apologize for being amazing. I think it was my air signs that received don't apologize for being amazing as well. Okay. Don't apologize for being as awesome as you are, as good as you are at something. It says also that I let go of the ish that doesn't serve me. This is the month, earth signs, to not go halfway on anything. Close the doors that need to be closed. Don't halfway close them. Don't leave them cracked. Close them. Walk away. Shut it down. Don't apologize for being who you are. Earth signs. This was also trying to come out, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. 4 is the number of earth to me. It says you are going to crush every goal you set for yourself, earth signs. So, overall energy, according to your affirmations, is this is not a month to be messing around about you, earth signs, is what I'm seeing. Air kind of got this as well. If your sun, moon, or rising is earth, there's messages here for you as well. Okay. Again, if you're Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, your overall energy for this month is Ace of Swords, Ace of Air here, okay? Determination, cutting out things that don't serve you. The aces, especially the swords, cut things out. Sharp tongue. It's the swords to me are communication, determination, and truth, okay? So it's time for you to reach levels of success, okay? Successfully, living in your truth, successfully, okay? Recognizing things that need to be recognized, successfully meeting goals this month. This is very much so earth energy, determined, inspired, making the proper adjustments, cutting out what doesn't need to be there, healing what needs to be healed, okay? Realizing that you're worth every bit of it, every bit that it takes, okay? To be where you are, okay? To create the proper boundaries as well with the 9 of fire, the 9 of wands, okay, is definitely giving protect your energy, protect your space, protect what it is that you're doing. With the high priestess, using your own wisdom when it comes to things, discernment, intuition, okay, not blocking your own intuition, also having a level of resilience when it comes to earning your success here. You've earned it by your works, okay, earth signs. So don't you know, cut yourself short now, okay? Use the wisdom that you were given. For some of you, keeping things to yourself, because the high priestess is also about secrets, not speaking, not talking. Don't tell people what it is that you're doing. Just protect it, okay? Have some level of security when it comes to you and what you're doing, what you're preparing for, okay? So keep those things to yourself this month until you have reached your goal that you've set out to reach. Earth signs, okay? People may have questions for you. People may be asking you about what you know, what you have going on with the Page of Air. Inquisitive minds want to know, investigating, spying on you, wanting to know what you have, again, going on, because you're hard at work, okay, with the 10 of Wands, okay? Overall energy for my earth signs. Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know, earth signs, what you got up, what you got going on. They are to not know. You are to protect your successes, the things that you're after, the goals that you set for yourself this month. Okay? Been there, done that, played that game. Okay? For some of you, with the Ace of Air, you've done all you can do for others, okay? You have the Hermit here. Hermiting, okay? Hermiting yourself. Listening to your own wisdom as well, okay? Introspection. Sorry if you can hear the puppy barking. You also have the Sun, recognition, taking care of yourself, your own vitality, your own health, okay? Keeping your enthusiasm and inspiration and things to yourself this month. Earth signs. Not really talking about it, guarding those things, okay? Guarding the things that you're working on, where you're having success. Walking away and closing doors where it doesn't amount to this. Some of you, the overall energy, you're working on your 10 of Pentacles, your legacy, your security, your future, prosperity, okay? Those who are loyal to you as well, with the lab here, with the Labrador here, with the old man. Only on people, places, and things that are loyal to you. All right? Success. Some of you, your own business. Okay? Some of you minding your own business. Minding the business that pays you is what I'm getting here as well. Okay? Yeah. Again, minding the business that pays you. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Earth, getting paid from a company, your employer as well, because the 10 of Pentacles could also be an employer. Okay? Some of you could be getting raises in the overall energy, asking for a raise, getting paid what you're worth, okay? A level of generosity. Some of you, this could be an inheritance that you got to be quiet about, okay? From the 10 of Pentacles to the 6 of Earth, being given something from something like an establishment that's much bigger, that can afford to do so, okay? Maybe people are, you know, trying to spy and get in your business concerning your success, you know, what you've been recognized for, you know. Maybe you want a competition because you had 5 of Wands here, conflicts, competition. Maybe you want a competition when it comes to something, you know. You got people in your business now for some of y'all, okay? You crushed it. Whatever it was that you set out to do, you won, you crushed it, you met your goal. Don't apologize for being amazing, okay? All right? That's when the goons and gals try to, you know, come in like, oh, how did you do that? Want to question you about something that you've put your energy into and won. This is the era of crushing your goals, tackling things that you set out to do and winning, okay? Getting back more than what you put in some of these cases for some of y'all, okay? Inheritances, all right? As well. Some of you are on the move, okay? Moving on, having travel, leaving somewhere that, you know, no longer serves you because you do have closing doors, letting go of ish that doesn't serve you. The Six of Air is moving on, lessons learned from something as well, okay? I just heard tell your friends about me, okay? Yeah. For some of you, this is a work situation with the 8 of Earth here. Okay, some of you could be moving on to learn something new, education, schooling, things like that. Traveling as a scholar, okay, as well. Getting better at something, okay. Improving your skills to some capacity. Improving your knowledge, okay. Getting more detail oriented when it comes to something, until it becomes second nature to you, okay? Really investing in yourself is a lot of the energy for the month of August. Really investing in yourself. Really discovering, you know, how blessed you are. This is blessings coming in. This is feeling a level. This is you know, again, the whole 10 yards, the 10 of Cups. You got the 10 of Cups. You got the 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, the overall energy is that money could be going great. Things could be going great at work. Things could also be going great when it comes to your family and love life as well. Just feeling a level of abundance, keeping to yourself with the High Priestess, okay? Not wanting to share that wisdom and things like that with people with inquiring minds who want to know, who are spying, want to know what's going on, okay? You protecting what you have, because when you do start to level up, okay, and you do start to have a certain level of enlightenment with the sun, and great health, and things are going amazing for you, you do have to leave behind what doesn't serve you. You don't get to peer into this part of my life, okay? In order for you to stay at this new frequency, at this new state that you've entered, where things are going well, you may have to hermit a little bit. You may have to, my business is my business and your business is your business kind of energy. All right? Keeping a level of balance, not compromising, having self-control and moderation when it comes to your life, like, you know, what you do, what you involve yourself in, a balance of all of those things. With the High Priestess, only talking about certain things and keeping some things to yourself. Following your intuition, using your wisdom and discernment. Patience, why answers come in for the things that you don't know. Paying attention to what you're learning, you know, gaining new knowledge and becoming the best at what you do, and, you know, a higher level of focus for the things that you want. You know, so again, like the other pile, I think that was the fire signs, so that you don't miss out on the things that are actually for you. So I have to focus so that I don't mistake this for something else, okay? So that's what I see in the overall energy. Let's see what money messages come out for you for the month of August, my earth signs. Again, this could be your sun, moon, or your rising. There'll probably be messages here, depending on, okay? Yeah, you have gift, okay? So for some of you, again, that 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, some of you are receiving something, okay? When it comes to money, this could be an opportunity to work with someone, an employer, or your own business. Okay, this could be a gift of money, again, because some of you are receiving inheritance or something concerning money. Excuse me. It could be when it comes to money, you have a bright idea that you're gifted the money for. Maybe somebody's investing in your business, investing in your idea. Earth signs. Congratulations if that's you, because you do have the 6 of Wands there for being recognized for something. Okay, that you have prepared yourself for, that you've been fighting for. Okay, this could be being gifted the money on a bright idea. That's a perfect fit. You know, whether this is you or someone sees this as a perfect fit, a perfect dynamic, something worth investing in with fertility, something worth growing here in the money sector. Okay, so there might be a celebration when it comes to that. It's just, you know, celebrating that opportunity. Some of you may have to travel because of this opportunity as well, whether this is relocating, whether this is visiting a city, excuse me, in order to do this. Okay, in order to do this. And it could be that, yeah, money matters. So this travel could be, again, concerning money. Okay, money growing over time because of something that you've been given for an idea that's a perfect fit for something, you know, futuristic, you know, that isn't all the way hatched yet, maybe. Okay, it's just an idea, a surprise for some of you. If this is your moon or your rising, this could be a birthday gift. Okay, this could be someone moving you up, and again, literally moving and paying you to do so, and it comes as a shock to you. Okay, maybe this is someone who decides they want to pay for your moving expenses and your relocation expenses. It could be something simple as that for somebody. Okay, and if that's the case, congratulations. Okay, you worked hard for it. Don't apologize for being as amazing as you are. Whatever this is, you're being paid to do it. Okay, be ready for change, the angels say. Invest the money that you do receive wisely. Invest it into your idea that you have. You have another, yeah, gambling. Someone took a gamble on you. You could win from a gamble. You could win from a competition. Again, that's what I got for some of y'all. Some of y'all are winning money from a competition. Okay, you're the winner. Any other money messages for August for my earth signs, angels, earth signs? Yeah, education. Again, you got the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be taking a class this month as well, or just researching something and getting a better understanding in regards to it. Okay, improving your knowledge when it comes to something. Okay, whether this is through a book. Okay, study. Yeah, your education improves your offers as well. Okay, you could be educating yourself on how to get certain offers, certain money, maybe certain grants, whatever the case is. It could be something like that. You'll be offered a new position for some of y'all, or investment opportunity. Again, it looks like there's someone investing in you in an idea or providing the money for it because you have the 10 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. That's like that could be an establishment that's giving you something in order for you to do something else here. Okay, it's asking you to research it carefully before accepting. Okay, so maybe you're being asked to go over the terms and conditions. Okay, don't just look at the dollar sign, but definitely make sure that you're reading the small print. But this offering is again, this is saying idea on an idea. Okay, on something. On creative brilliance of you. Okay, you're being recognized when it comes to that, and it's presenting an opportunity in the sector of money that could be successful for you, that is successful for you, my earth sign. So congratulations on your strategy, on you playing the game and taking the step by step, going step by step and getting out of it what you set out to do, because it says you're going to crush every goal you set. Okay, now let's talk about love, earth signs, for the month of August. If there's any love messages, the angels are going to give those to you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Angels, give us any messages for in the sector of love when it comes to my earth signs: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, daydreaming. Okay, that just means that you might have a clear picture. You might be thinking about what you want in love. If you're single here, okay, letting go of the ego that did come out but flip upside down. Some of you are no longer in your ego, or you're wishing you had someone who wasn't in their ego. Okay, daydreaming about what it would look like if you were to set your pride aside. If a person was to set their pride aside, the level of commitment that you could have. For some of you, someone is going to put their pride aside. That came upside down. Okay, I'll read it both ways. Okay, they're thinking about putting their pride aside. Some of you, somebody could be thinking about committing to you, proposing to you, wanting you to be a part of their future because they don't want to miss an opportunity with you. If this is not them towards you, this is you towards them. Okay, somebody could literally be thinking about how they're going to propose to you, how they're going to, it's time for me to put my ego aside and do this because this is what I want. Because if I don't act, this person is going to completely move on. Maybe there's something, because of all the other things that's going on for you in the month of August, Earth signs, somebody might be feeling like your life is about to take you somewhere else in another direction with unexpected outcome. This is a shock to them. This is surprising to them. I will lose this person if I don't step up. So again, I'm ready to reciprocate, Earth signs, and I'm sorry, they just started doing the yard out there. You might hear all that. I apologize for the noise. Okay, but your reading is about to come to an end here. But yes, someone is thinking about, okay, I'm gonna have to put my pride aside. I'm gonna have to put my ego to the side because if I don't commit to this person, I'm gonna miss the opportunity. There's a shock to them. Now they want to reciprocate the energy. I want equal give and take. So somebody might try to rush to do something because they feel like they're losing you through your other opportunities when it comes to money, work, okay, career, your goals. Okay, so you could have somebody who feels like they might be running out of time for not taking the proper actions, okay? And they may be pressed this month to all of a sudden take actions that they've been kind of, sitting on the pot, sitting on their hands, okay? Yeah, dating and meeting someone new. This person may feel like you ran out of time. Maybe they're afraid you're going to meet someone new during your endeavors, okay? Somebody that matches your energy. Things that you actually deserve, okay? They feel like, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. You're going to meet someone new. I'm telling you, there's a fear here of you meeting someone else, Earth signs, whether this is you or this is them. They feel like you're going to get away from them because you're definitely going to meet people who are like-minded during your travels, your endeavors, okay? Your other goals, okay? And they, of course, you're going to release something that's toxic over something that's new, exciting, giving you what you want, definitely on your frequency and on your level. So that's this person's fear here, is that if I don't reciprocate, it's almost like your advancements, Earth signs, in other areas of your life is going to start closing doors on people anyway. Yeah, they fear you finding a stronger connection. Okay, they fear you finding a stronger connection, real marriage and union. Okay, someone who's ready to marry you now, who's ready to do this now. Okay, because a person has been in their ego way too long, and the time has come where things are starting to go right for you. So guess what? It's a triple entendre here. Like, okay, you got that. You're going here. You're going places. You're for sure to meet somebody who's on your level. Okay. So let's get your closing message for the month of August, Earth signs. Angels closing messages for my Earth signs. My Capricorns, my Virgos, my Tauruses. Closing message for you. Leave what doesn't serve you. Leave people who have waited. Yeah, get logical. Use your knowledge. Use your, you're worthy and valuable with the King of Air. To be with people who are like-minded. To be with people who are supportive of you. With the Three of Water as well, okay? Who don't leave you in regret and disappointed constantly, okay? These are logical decisions that you have to make now, okay? A lot of the other signs kind of got this energy as well, is that if we use our logic and we match ourselves to people who reciprocate, right? Who give and take, and they understand that, they celebrate us, they support us, they stand behind us and next to us 100%. This is about finding your true community, your true connections, okay? And taking a logical stance on it, you know, being a little bit more stoic, less in your feelings, okay? It's like protecting your own heart. It's not being cold. It's being more so objective, asking the proper questions, looking at things from a logical standpoint, so that you don't cry over spilled milk later, okay? I don't have to experience another disappointment. Maybe not revisiting with the same person over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Is it a give and take? Are they supportive? Okay. Are they challenging your ability, your growth? Are they helping you grow with all these butterflies? Are you having transformations to become a better version of yourself with these people? Or are you left in regret? Are you left in more disappointment? Are you left crying over spilled milk? Okay. It's time to see the logically, you know, what something is. With the King of Swords. The King of Swords and the King of Air is basically saying that you're smarter than that now. You're more intelligent. Don't insult my intelligence. You either deserve me being in your, you know, here, or you don't. Okay? All right. That's what I'm seeing here as your final message for the month of August. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close on that. Personal readings, donations, info down in the description box. Okay, thank you for your support ahead of time. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that is your reading. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Love, joy, and ascension.